I love that you're a super fan. Now that we know what's going on with Paige and Craig or how it all went down, whose team are you on? Team Paige, Team Craig?
Well, I will say, I was speaking to Andy Cohen this morning. He did an interview with us, and he said, "Are you watching Summer House?" I said, "I haven't really watched it." And he said, "Well, it's an interesting thing because you kind of see, the story that you see, but you see it from a different perspective."
Yeah.
So I think maybe I'll reserve judgment until I see it from a different perspective.
Very diplomatic, and I love that you are a well-balanced individual, a thespian, you're a real Renaissance man, but you love your reality TV, so thank you, Jon Hamm.
Well, I owe my wife all credit for that. She was the one that got me going on it, and I, like a lot of straight white men, were not super into it, but
now you're a diehard.
Well, I gotta say, there's a reason it's addictive.
Well, we're addicted to you, man.
I've been thinking. These houses have all this stuff no one would miss for a while, if ever.
Rich guy loses his big job, has liquidity problems, turns to petty crime. That's not savvy, that's stupidity.
Maybe it's just desperation.
That's the first honest thing you've said. I'll give you 65 for it.
Executive producer, star, you got your lovely lady on your arm tonight. How much confidence are you rolling it into tonight's premiere, especially now that you guys are renewed for season 2?
Season 2 renewal was very nice. That's a nice vote of confidence, but mostly we're excited for people to see the show. We obviously have seen it and we like it, and Apple likes it because they picked us up for a second season. But I'm excited for people to see it and start talking about it. And it's we already did The White Lotus. We can talk about this show now.
Oh, let me tell you, I could go on and on, but we were just discussing that. Next, we're going to be discussing your show. Look, Coop was put in a bit of turmoil because he was unexpectedly fired from his job. Before you made it in Hollywood, were you ever fired from a job? If so, what was it? How did you handle it? Was there any theft involved?
No, I've never been fired from a job. I did a pilot once that the person I played opposite was recast, and then they were like, "Well, there's no part for you." So I wasn't really fired, but I didn't have a part. But
you were just destined for Hollywood.
I guess.